This is Jonathan Cahn, the author of The Paradigm, the ancient blueprint that holds the secrets of our times. And we are opening up this blueprint. I can only touch, of course, of some things that are in the book, but I'm going to give you a taste of it, of what's been happening. And it's taken us all the way up to where we are now. And now we are at the time of the race of Donald Trump. And the mystery of this election that we had, which was the craziest election that that anybody can remember in American history, and yet it was all there in the paradigm. In the paradigm, a man named Jehu, an unpredictable man, not a politician, wild, warrior, fighter, gets on a chariot and begins a race to the throne. That man, Jehu, is the mystery behind Donald Trump, who is also not a politician, who's wild, who's unpredictable, a fighter, begins a race, an unlikely race to the throne of America. But what happens when Jehu gets to the royal city? And he's in the city of Jezreel. When he gets to the royal city, it ultimately becomes a showdown between Jehu, the warrior, on one side, on the other side, Jezebel, the former first lady. You got the warrior, you got the former first lady, head to head. Now, before we get to what happens, when Jehu gets to that city, which is Jezreel, it's actually revealed that he used to be on the wrong side of the culture war. He used to be with Ahab. He was actually a friend of Ahab. He was commander with Ahab, and he was for Baal worship, and that means the killing of unborn children. He defended it. So Donald Trump, same thing. He used to be on the other side. He used to be, and actually specifically friends with the Clintons, and he was also for abortion. And on the totally other side, he certainly did not live a godly life. But can God use those who did not know him to accomplish his purposes? And he can. And he does, all the time. And so Jehu turns from being pro-Baal to being anti-Baal. So Donald Trump, same thing. He turned and became pro-life. He turned in many, many ways. And so he gets to this place. And it's interesting, on his way in the race, Jehu actually brings up the sin or the scandal of Ahab. Now, we saw Ahab matches up with Bill Clinton. And actually in the race, Donald Trump would bring up the scandal of Bill Clinton. Same thing. But what happens when the showdown comes? At the end of America, we saw the actual replaying of this. The entire election was the warrior and the former first lady. They were there on television. Remember those debates? The last debate, it actually comes down to an issue concerning unborn children, where you have Jehu, or you have Trump saying this is wrong. You have Hillary Clinton saying it's right, just like you had with Jezebel and Jehu. So they come head to head. Now all the polls were saying that Hillary Clinton and the Democrats were going to trounce Donald Trump. But the paradigm, if you had known the paradigm, you would have seen something else. The paradigm revealed, as in all the other cases, revealed the future and revealed that when the warrior comes head to head with the former first lady, it will not be the former first lady, it will be the warrior who emerges triumphant. And so Donald Trump won the election. It was against all odds. It was crazy, but he won it. But it was all there in the paradigm before it happened. It actually even reveals that when that all happens, when the victory comes or the downfall comes, the two of them, the Jehu and Jezebel, or the warrior and the former first lady, will be together in the nation's chief northeastern city, which in that case it was Jezreel. In this case, it was New York City. It's so mind-boggling. But I can only give you a taste of it. But the full revelation is in the book, The Paradigm, and it's available. You can get it everywhere, online, and everywhere. Now, next time, we're going to get to an amazing thing that I didn't know when I wrote The Paradigm. Later, I was able, in the later editions, to get it in. But this only came afterwards. It's uncanny. It's amazing. It's something that took place, and the people who were part of it had no idea what they were doing. And it's going to be so specific. It's just mind-boggling. So that will be the next time, and I don't even have a title for that right now. But it's going to be clip 15 of The Paradigm.